Hey friends, I'm Cynthia Top. I'm a certified life coach and I am the host of the Facebook group How to Create a Magical Life. So, welcome to these next just over 10 minutes of morning meditation. And one thing that I hear really often from people is that we want to meditate. And when we do manage to meditate, it feels so good and we know it's really good for us. But it's super hard to build a practice of meditating regularly. And it's frustrating because we don't feel like we're good at meditation and we don't quite know how to do it. It seems really daunting. So I want to, in this quick 10 minutes, teach you a really simple method of meditation that you can use just for 10 minutes at a time, once a day, once a week, a couple times a day, whatever you want. So what I'm going to do is I am going to say some words, a list of words, and if one of them feels more juicy to you, more delicious to you, that's the one that you're going to use. And yeah, so let's just dive in. Oh, and I wanted to say you may end up using a word that's not on my list, and that's fine too. So I'm just giving you the list when I do. It'll just be some examples. So I've got my watch all queued up here for 10 minutes. I am going to hit the timer. So close your eyes and for a minute just notice your thoughts doing whatever they want to do, but don't try to control them. Just notice in these couple seconds of silence what's passing through your mind. And now I'm just going to say some words and just notice if one of them kind of jumps out at you. It feels juicy. It feels like it's full of life. Or maybe a similar kind of word will come to your mind, and that's fine too. So here are these words: peace, stillness, love, unboundedness, compassion, oneness, joy, comfort, healing, light. So maybe one of those words jumped out at you as, yeah, that's what I long for today. You can also do this with a name that you call the divine. Like when you're praying, if you say Allah, or if you say Lord, or Abba, Goddess. So somewhere in there, Pick a word that just felt good to you right now, or maybe you have a word of your own. I just did this a few minutes ago with the word peace. So when you've chosen your word, all you're going to do for these 10 minutes is observe your word. You might see your word in your mind's eye, like written out as letters. It might get bigger, it might get smaller. As we go through these 10 minutes, the font might change, it might turn a color. You might hear your word. It might be loud, soft, fast, slow. Or you might sense your word as an energy field, as a color. And however your word appears to you is exactly what you need right now. And all we're going to do is observe our word. We're not going to control it. We're not going to make it try to go somewhere or do something. Just observe your word. As you're observing it, it might change a little bit. It might get bigger, quieter. You might see or sense it in a different place. That's okay. Just observe your word. As you're sitting here with me, you might find that other thoughts come in. You might suddenly be noticing that your ankle hurts, that you're not comfortable, you feel restless. That's okay. Just gently come back and observe your word. You might feel really distracted or fidgety or restless. And again, that's okay. We're not trying to control anything here. We're just watching our words, listening to them, just observing them. If a thought comes through that somehow you're not doing this right, just gently let go of that thought and come back to your word. There's no right or wrong here. We're just observing our word. I find sometimes I'm tempted to try and make my word do something. I want it to go into some part of my life or some part of my body or fill some relationship. If you sense yourself doing that again, just gently let that go and observe what your word is doing all on its own. It knows what to do. It knows where it's needed. Once in a while when I'm doing this, my word kind of disappears completely. Or another word pops in really strongly. And that's okay too. If another word shows itself, just observe that one for a while. And there's my timer. Keep your eyes closed. And just come back now to your sort of normal thought process. And for a second, just observe when I'm quiet here what your thoughts do. You're not paying attention to your word anymore. It might still be there, but that doesn't have to be. And then just wiggle your fingers and your toes, move your body a little bit. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Come back to me. And just notice the feeling that you have. My word for today was peace. And I have to say, I just feel right now so filled with peace. Your word might pop up again today in different situations, or it may not. But that is all there is to it. It's as simple as that. So if you started this thinking, I can't meditate, yes, you can. All you have to do is observe a word that holds something for you about what you want, what you long for. So that is all for now. Oh, and I should say, if you want more of this, join my free Facebook group, and I'll put the link in the comments. So ciao for now, my dear ones.